Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, I would like to thank Allah who has given me mercies and blessing. And secondly, the Excellencies Al Mukarram Kiai Haji Muhammad Hasan Mutawakil Allah SHMM as the caretaker of Zainuddin Hasan Genggong Islamic Boarding School, and respectable Dr. Abdul Aziz Wahab BAMAG as director of Zainuddin Hasan Islamic University, and I don't forget to Mr. Zainuddin MPD as our lecturer of the subject English Phonetics and Phonology class. Well, before the explanation, let me introduce myself. My name is Zainuddin. I'm 5th semester student of English Education Department, and right now I am going to explain the next chapter. It's the 6th chapter, which explains about consonants. Right, consonants. Consonants is sound that produced by involving blocks. The air which is flowing out from the respiratory organs can be more or less obstructed, producing consonants including vowels. Consonants are often classified by being given a so-called VPM label. VPM stands for voicing, place, and manner. The first is voicing. Voicing means the vocal cords are used. When the vocal cords are free, the sound is voiceless. And the second is place of the articulation, is the place where the air flow will be more or less obstructed. And the last is manner of the articulation, is concerned with the nature of the obstruction. Okay, let's move to the detailed explanation. The first is places of the articulation. Apart from the position of the vocal cords, sounds can also be distinguished as to where in the oral cavity they are articulated. It means where in the mouth there is most obstruction when they are pronounced. And the second is manner of the articulation. Manner of the articulation is the way in which the air meets on its way out after passing the vocal cords, named manner of articulation. It may meet a complete closure or plosives, an almost complete closure, fricatives, around the sides of the tongue, laterals, through the nasal cavity, nasals, and so on. And the third is voiced and voiceless sounds. As what we learned on the second chapter, that voicing means the vocal cords are used. Based on the use of vocal cord, English consonants are divided into voiced and voiceless or unvoiced consonants. Well, voiced is like the letter B, D, G, V, and etc. And unvoiced or voiceless is like the letter P, T, K, F, and etc. Okay, the next is nasal and other consonants. It divided into two parts. First is nasal. Nasal is an occlusive consonant produced with a lowered volume, allowing air to escape freely through the nose. Nasal pronounced with the voice issuing through the nose, either partly or entirely, as in M, N, or the of song. And the second is other consonant. Oral consonant is a consonant sound in speech that is made by allowing air to escape from the mouth as opposed to the nose. And semivowels, the next semivowels, the consonants in this group are halfway between vowels and consonants. For that reason, they are called the semivowels, where semi means half. Like the vowels, the semivowels are voiced and unaspirated. Also, they are produced by continuous airflow out of the mouth. So the last is the S sounds. The consonants in this group are all varieties of the hissing sound that you hear in words like Sanskrit and Serpa. Just like the semivowels, the S sounds in this group are produced by suppressing the flow of air at the point of pronunciation. But these sounds are not like the semivowels. The S sounds are unvoiced. Each has different point of pronunciation. Well, that's all what I can explain of the 6th chapter. If you find any mistake from my speaking and from my explanation, I ask your pardon. And as I say, Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.